graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1-2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Granite City Ice Rink here on the park grounds in Granite City as we get you ready for semi-final hockey action as your Collinsville Kahoks are getting ready to take on the Granite City Warriors. I am Todd Duke alongside Heath Yaxis on the camera for us once again tonight, and because of the 9 o'clock start, no pregame show, rush, rush, rush. And here we are, and here are your starting lineups for the Granite City Warriors, defending Cup champions and also regular season champs this year. They will feature Bobby Scott on right wing, Alex Vaughn on left wing. Your defenders are Evan Connolly and Ethan Keenel, and your center is Trevor Harrison, and the starting goaltender is Michael Atkins. For Collinsville, you will find Ben Klein and Preston Tillman on the wings. Ben on the right side, Tillman on the left side. Your defensemen, Eric Denny and Glennon Bennett. And your centerman is Andy Bennett, and in goal, once again, the freshman, Landon Radel. We are underway. The game previous to this one is the other semifinal, and that saw O'Fallon beat Belleville by a score of 6-0. So O'Fallon can wrap up that semifinal series tomorrow, or Belleville can extend it to a third and final game coming up on Thursday. Same thing here. Game 1 tonight, Game 2 tomorrow, and if need be, Game 3 on Thursday. Just a reminder, we will not be here tomorrow night, or we will not be at the Metroplex tomorrow night where the next game is, because we are going to be at Alton covering the regional semifinal of your Lady Kahoks basketball team as they get ready to take on the Quincy Lady Blue Devils at 6 o'clock tomorrow night in the first semifinal of that regional. So that's where we got going on tomorrow night. We'll see how everything plays out, and we'll tell you what we got going on Thursday night, because if this series ends up being 1-1, we have another hockey game, and if not, then we'll have to see what the girls do on Tuesday, because if they win Tuesday, they will also be playing on Thursday. So we'll have to see how all that sorts out. So we're underway here, just 1 minute and 1 second in. And again, at Granite City, no shots on goals recorded on the scoreboard, so we can't keep up with that stat for you, but everything else we can pretty much handle as Collinsville wins that faceoff. They won a lot of faceoffs in that win over Freeburg back on Tuesday night. Saw Collinsville go down 2-0 just to come back and score the next 7 goals without an answer from the Raging Bulldogs, and Collinsville went on to win that one and sweep that series. 7-2 win and 2-0 a sweep of that particular series. Here is the Axis. He goes back behind his own net, throws it up against the wall, and it comes out of the wall onto the stick of Tanner Bettis. Bettis, the team leading scorer for Collinsville right now with 31 goals on the year. Had a couple of goals in that game on Tuesday night as Granite City comes in on a little offensive rush. They bank it off the back of the net. Comes out to this near side faceoff circle, and it's picked up there by Duffy. He'll send it all the way down, but that's going to be an icing call. And we'll bring the faceoff all the way back down to the left-hand side. Well, I'm glad that you're with us. Not a particularly chilly night at all. About 45 degrees when I was driving out here, so that's about what the temperature is inside most rinks that are indoors. So us being in the partially outdoor rink. Not that much of a difference here tonight. We're just glad it wasn't any warmer than it was, because that's when you get all the fog on the glass and you can't see a thing. Puck ends up going back behind the Kahawk net once again. And up to the blue line, and it just squeaks into the neutral zone. Collinsville trying to get it going that direction. They do. Here is Andy Bennett. He'll sweep it all the way around into the far side corner. Tillman over there. He couldn't quite track the puck down. And up against the far side boards, Granite City trying to come away with it. They do, but it floats and then pops up and comes into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Granite City. They'll shoot it on into their offensive zone. Collinsville will go back on defense and chase it down. Here is Bennett. He'll swing it all the way around the boards and all the way back into the neutral zone. Granite City pumps it back in there. Boy, I tell you what, Brandon Ladle had to be on his toes there, because that was right on goal, and that was very low going toward that 5-hole. 11:28 left to play here in this opening period. Glad that you're with us here on the K-Hawk Sports Network. Got a busy week for you. Got the girls basketball game tomorrow. Chris Kettler's going to live stream the boys basketball game at Edwardsville on the Facebook page. Wednesday we have off. Thursday we don't know what we're doing yet. Friday we have the senior night festivities at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium for your boys basketball team. There's a loose puck that slides through the neutral zone. Granite City pokes it back the other way. Granite City out there in the red, white, and black uniforms. Collinsville in the all-black uniforms. And right now, Granite City's spending a lot more offensive zone time down here at this end than Collinsville spending at the other end. But so far, not a lot of action on Landon Radel. Here comes Collinsville. They'll float it through center ice and get it onto the stick. Well, just missed the stick of Bettis. Goes flying up into the near side corner. Denny, he'll try to track it down over here on these near side boards. He'll send it all the way over to the far side. Collinsville in the middle of a little bit of a line change as Denny comes up with the puck. The defenseman for Collinsville. Nice move on the wing. Couldn't get the shot off, though, and he was taken down from behind. No call by the referee as that puck ends up going all the way out to the far side boards. Poke back up toward that far side faceoff circle. Here is Bettis. Gets it onto the stick of Duffy. Duffy, oh, what a nice feed, but just couldn't find the stick of Zamoroni, and now a stoppage as holding on to that puck was Michael Atkins. Atkins on the air, 16 games played, 15-1-2 on the year, or excuse me, 15-1 on the year. He had 2 shutouts, 18 goals against. That's all he's allowed this year. 238 saves, comes in with a sparkling goals against average of 1.6 per game and a save percentage. 93% of the shots he faces, he saves. So that's a testament to the goaltending and a testament to the defense for Granite City, who came in tops in the league in goals allowed. They only allow 1.3 goals per game. That's outstanding. Whistle on the play, and we're going to have a penalty coming up. This one's going to go against Collinsville, so Granite City is going to have the first power play of this game. For Landon Radel, 24 games under his belt, 14-7-3. He's allowed 90 goals on the year, 370 saves. He has a goals against average of 3.75 and a save percentage at .80. So one goalie saves 93% of the shots he looks at, and the other one 80%. Big difference there. And there's a shot on goal, and that one's saved by Radel, and that'll stop the clock with 10:04 left to play here in this first period. 1:52 left to go in the man advantage here for Granite City. Face-off will come out to the right of Radel. Won by Granite City. They get it back to Parker. Parker from the face-off circle gets it back to Keno, and that's off of the leg of one of the K-Hawk players, and that almost turned into an excellent shot on goal there by Granite City. Warriors have the man advantage right now for another minute, 35 seconds. Puck goes back behind the Collinsville net, banked off the boards. Here is Keno. Keno comes all the way in from the defensive side, puts one toward the goal, but it ends up going back behind the goal and out the other side, over into the far side corner. Collinsville slaps it all the way down the ice. That'll relieve some of that pressure and take off some of that time. K-Hawks back at their defensive blue line, shot on goal, and Atkins almost didn't see that one. Collinsville trying to work some magic here, short-handed. That one goes all the way over on the far side. Tanner Bettis couldn't get there. Comes all the way back into the center ice circle for Denny. Denny, he'll send the puck up, and it'll end up back behind the Granite City Warriors net. Flung over into the corner there, and Ethan Keekle tracks it down, sends it over to the far side boards. That's banked off the boards into the middle, and it's picked up for a moment by Bettis, but he couldn't control it. And though Granite City ends up the other way, coming in over on the right side. That is Bobby Scott. Scott sends it back over here to Keenel. Keenel, puck off of his stick and back into the neutral zone, so Granite City has to tag back up. 30 seconds left on the power play for Granite City. Nice steal there by Denny for Collinsville. He'll bank it off the boards right in front of the penalty boxes. In the penalty box, by the way, would be Lincoln Duffy. And a nice steal there by Klein. Klein puts a shot on goal, a save by Atkins. And off the boards, Denny, he finds the rebound, puts another shot toward goal. That one was a little bit more dangerous. From the glove side to the stick side, that one went. Another loose puck up front. Granite City tries to swat it out, but they can't. Out of the box is Lincoln Duffy, and he is the first one to touch that puck as it starts heading up ice. So Collinsville fights off that first man advantage for Granite City. Here is Vaughn into the offensive zone up front. That one shoved aside by Radel. Over into the corner it goes for Denny. Denny all the way back to the blue line. Wakeford couldn't keep it in, so everybody has to tag back up again wearing the red, black, and white. That one had to be a save by Radel on a little bit of a deflected shot, if you will. Over into the corner. Collinsville sends it around their own net. Comes out here over to the near side. Ben Klein couldn't handle it. Scott, he finds the loose puck, but there's the nice job by the defenseman Denny to pick the pocket of Scott. Now Denny comes in, right wing shot, and that one goes just a little bit wide and over the blocker side of Atkins. Granite City ends up with the puck back behind their own net. Here they come up on offense across the neutral zone. Here's Parker, leaves it for Vaughn. Vaughn, a shot from the blue line, saved by Radel. A juicy rebound was sitting out there, but no one wearing the Granite City colors could catch up with it. And now the puck back through the neutral zone once again. Here is Wakeford for Granite City. And that one's going to go all the way into the penalty boxes. 7:02 left to play here in this opening period. No score yet between Collinsville and Granite City. Warriors have already had a power play, which Collinsville has killed off. Hope everybody enjoyed the Super Bowl. That was fun. Good game. Close game. Stayed up too late. Yes, I did. Had to wake up and go to work this morning, and here I am tonight at a hockey game. So, yeah. A little worse for wear, but I'm here. Puck into the neutral zone. Saved by Bettis. Bettis sends it on over to the far side, trying to spring Andy Bennett, but left him a little bit too far. Now a centering pass in front, and that one's no good. The Axis trying to keep it in. He can't. That puck ends up going into the neutral zone. And Collinsville trying to keep the momentum going, but the whistle will stop the play. Can't see down there. 6:31 to play. First period action. No score. These two teams have met twice this year. 0-2. Collinsville win against Granite City in the regular season. Lost 8-2 in the fourth game of the year back on November 14th. And fared much better in the January 10th rematch, but Granite City ended up coming out on top of that by a score of 1-0. All the way back to the blue line it goes. Keenel with a shot. That goes wide over on the glove side of Radel. And then rebound handled by Granite City. They bring it out close to the blue line, but no movement there, and the puck gets trickled into the neutral zone once again. Granite City comes away with it. They'll send it back into the offensive zone, or they'll try to. That banked off of a leg and went back down into the Collinsville offensive zone. Kahoks come up with it. Here is Glenn Bennett. Gets it over to Andy Bennett, his older brother. And now Nenninger. Nenninger with a shot and a save by Radel, and that will stop the clock with 5:47 left to play here in this opening period. Both players want to make some line changes, so fresh legs on the ice for both teams. Faceoff will come out to the right of Radel. Harrison, Duffy, won by Harrison. Collinsville trying to track down that loose puck. Easier said than done, banked off the glass. That'll roll all the way down the ice, and there will be an icing call. That puck banked off the glass, and one of the Granite City Warriors tried to knock it down with his hand, and he missed it, and it ended up rolling all the way down the ice, and Ben Klein almost got there first. So another face-off to the right side of Radel. And it'll be Harrison and Lincoln Duffy once again. And this one is won by Collinsville. And now the puck gets clogged up. Granite City, they're the ones who find the loose hunk of rubber. Shot toward the goal. That one goes a little bit wide. Over in the far side corner it goes. Duffy, he's trying to settle the puck down and get a pass to one of his teammates, but he can't. That is ripped off, and then onto the stick of Alex Vaughn for Granite City. Vaughn in the circle. Now up front. Wide open shot and a save by Radel. Rebound handled by Collinsville, but they can't get it out. There's another shot. That one goes high and wide by Vaughn. All the way over into the far side corner it goes. Brought out back to the blue line. Picked up by Parker. Parker, he takes a shot. That one hit off the pad of Radel. Collinsville, they'll get the puck back. That was played at center ice. They're going to say it was tipped, so no icing call. And the Kahoks will have to go chase it down. They make a line change while they're on the move, though, so that puck ends up going all the way down, and they're going to wave off icing on that end as well. 4:40 to go here in this opening period. No score between Collinsville and Granite City. Here is Glenn Bennett. Gets it all the way up to Bettis. Bettis backhands it over to Zamoroni. Zamoroni back up into the corner for Bettis. Bettis couldn't find the handle on it. Now he pokes at it, comes away with it, and back at the blue line. He'll backhand it up against the boards, but no one in particular was there. And now a chance for Granite City, but here comes a nice play by Denny as he disrupted the movement there of Vaughn, or excuse me, that is Nenninger. And Collinsville comes away with it once again. Andy Bennett sends it across the ice. A push down from behind, no call here, and now we're going to have a whistle, as I believe that puck ended up into the glove of Michael Atkins. And we'll have a face-off at the other end of the ice this time. In the far side circle, it is Evan Connolly against Tanner Bettis. Won by Granite City. That puck comes all the way down, and that is not going to be an icing call as well. Here is Denny. He's got that burst of speed. Heads behind his own net. Gets the puck up into the neutral zone. Picked up by Duffy. Duffy over here on this right side face-off circle. Had his back pocket picked by Connolly. And Connolly trying to wrestle the puck away. A number of players over there pushing and shoving. And now into the corner. Bettis comes away with it. He tries to send it up to Zamoroni standing in the slot, but it never made it that far. Yaxis trying to keep it in. He can't. And the puck back into the neutral zone. Here comes Duffy. Duffy centers. Shot. That was a tough save over there by Atkins. The puck kind of slowed down on him. He was expecting it to be there a lot quicker. Still able to make the save, though. Puck up against the boards in front of the Granite City bench. Now it floats in front of the Collinsville bench. Picked up by Yaxis. Yaxis back to his defensive partner, Denny. Denny off of the stick of Bettis. Bettis will go try to chase it down. Got a couple of Warriors back there waiting for him, but he comes away with the puck, and then he gets taken off the puck. Here comes Granite City. They bring it up once again. Here is Keno. Keno, well, now, no call. I thought that was going to be a trip against Collinsville. Letting the kids play. 2:45 left to go here in this first period. Still no score. Here is Eric Denny. Denny sends it over to Yaxis. Yaxis through the neutral zone where it ends up onto the stick of Connolly. Connolly for Granite City. Sends it on up to Bobby Scott. Scott back into his defensive zone. Once again finds Connolly with it. Connolly sends the puck all the way down. And Yaxis will take it back behind his own net. He'll send it over here into this near side corner, picked up by Denny. Denny floats one out into the neutral zone, picked up by Klein. Klein trying to chase it down. He's got Hearn coming up the slot, but Klein couldn't get there first. Over to the near side corner it goes. Comes back over this way for Haddix. Haddix sends the puck all the way through neutral ice, up against the boards in front of the penalty box. Granite City back in their defensive zone once again. Haddix gets the puck in the neutral zone, popped up, gets it right back, and then he tries to take a little shot into the offensive zone, but one of the Collinsville players did a nice job of holding up that stick. All the way out to the blue line, and Granite City trying to muster up some offense. Collinsville is clogging up that neutral zone quite well. There is Glenn Bennett. He'll try to bank it off the boards and send it up to Duffy. But that never materialized. Off of the boards in front of the Collinsville bench. 90 seconds left to play here in this first period. No score yet between Collinsville and Granite City as Bettis swats the puck backwards. It goes over and finds Yaxis. Yaxis off the boards. He finds the stick of Duffy. Duffy tries to zigzag his way through the neutral zone. Got bumped off the puck. Here is a chance and a shot and a goal. What a pad save that was by Atkins. Off the near side glass. Comes into the neutral zone. Here is Vaughn. Vaughn comes in. Left side. Shot. Saved by Radel. A loose puck in front. Shoved aside by Collinsville. 1 minute to go here in this first period. Kahoks, Granite City, involved in a tight one. Another save by Radel. Getting that one out of there is Andy Bennett. Bennett hoists one all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call, and that'll stop the clock with 48.8 seconds left to play here in this opening period. Been a pretty fast game thus far. Face off once again will come to Landon Radel's right. Through the center ice face-off circle and all the way back down into Collinsville's offensive zone, but Granite City and their defense, they come up with it. They can't get it out, though. Here's Tanner Bettis. He backhands it down the way into the circle, or excuse me, the elbow down here on this near side. Granite City gets the puck again. We're down to 25 seconds remaining in this first period. Here is Klein. He gets the puck over to Bettis. Bettis, he enters over on the left side. Tries to cut across. There's going to be a penalty coming up. Collinsville is going to go on their first power play. It's going to be a tripping call against the Granite City Warriors. So Granite City unable to do anything on their first power play. Collinsville will get their first power play here tonight. And this one comes with 17.8 seconds left to play here in this first period. Face-off will come out to the left side of Atkins. Won by Collinsville. Back at the blue line. Denny with it. And they send one into the middle, and that one ends up going back behind the net. Wraparound shot saved by Atkins. He'll cover up the puck and stop the clock with 8.6 seconds to go here in this first period. Parker, the guilty party, Reed Parker. Only had 4 penalty minutes coming into this contest all year long, so I'm guessing that's kind of rare for him. That puck will flow all the way back down to the other end of the ice, and that is going to do it for period number 1. No score after 1 period of play. We'll take a break, come back, and second period action. That will be coming your way here next on the Kahoks Sports Network. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Back here at the Granite City Ice Rink, Todd Duke and Heath Yaxis along with you. Glad that you're with us. No score after 1 period of play. And Collinsville will begin this second period with 1 minute and 42 seconds of power play time. Chad Burgess is here, by the way, everyone. Just in case you wanted to know, in case anybody was looking for Chad Burgess. All right. Oh, come on. Tired of stepping on my cord when I'm trying to stand up on these things. Now it's stuck in the thing here. All right. Man. We're underway. Period number 2. We switch ends of the ice. Atkins in goal to your left, Radel in goal to your right. Here comes Collinsville trying to score the first goal of this game. Denny in front, and that's a nice save by Atkins once again. Another loose puck, a shot, and that one goes a little bit wide. Comes over here to this near side boards, picked up by Duffy. Duffy sends it all the way over in front of his bench at the blue line to Denny. Denny will send one toward the goal, trying to hope for a tip in, but it got tipped just a little bit wide. Here is Glenn Bennett. He'll send one to the board, and then he paid the price for it, and then Bennett gave a little bit of that back to Nettinger. A little eye for an eye action going on there. Collinsville still on the man advantage. Here comes Bettis. Bettis, face-off circle, shot! That one just whizzed right by the head of Atkins. Collinsville couldn't keep that puck in. Here's Andy Bennett, sends it over here to this side. Here is Duffy, circles back into his defensive zone, and then a picked-off pass by Granite City. A chance for them, shorthanded, but unable to get any shot off is Nenninger. So the puck is loose, comes back behind the net. Glenn Bennett takes care of it. Well, no, he doesn't. He hits it off the back of his net, and then it comes out front. Collinsville having a hard time here with the man advantage, just getting it out from in front of their net. 15 seconds left to go in the man advantage for Collinsville. Here they come on the offensive attack once again. Andy Bennett didn't get all that puck, so that was picked up by Scott. And now moving it forward, chance, and a penalty coming up against Collinsville. And that is going to do it for Collinsville's power play. And as soon as the next whistle comes, Granite City will have the man advantage. Right now they've pulled Atkins for the extra attacker. That shot goes wide, comes over onto the stick of Scott. Scott will take it all the way back to the blue line. Circle back to the high slot. He'll put a shot on goal. That one's blocked out front. Collinsville finally touches it up, and that draws the whistle. And the Kahoks are going to be shorthanded for the second time here tonight. 11:58 left to go here in period number 2. No score as of yet between Collinsville and Granite City. Referee over talking to the Granite City bench. No one's gone in the penalty boxes yet. Are we going to have coincidental minors or? I believe. Well, now the referee's over talking to Radel. In the meanwhile, Tannen Nettinger, or excuse me, that's not Nettinger, that's Alex Vaughn. He's the only one actually on the ice. So we got a penalty shot. That's what's going on. Here is Vaughn. Vaughn comes in. Shot saved by Radel. Well, instead of a power play, Granite City was awarded a penalty shot. Sorry, I'm a little bit late to the party here. I don't think I've ever seen a penalty shot in game. The only penalty shots I've seen have been at the end of OTs in the playoffs. So Collinsville survives the penalty shot. I don't know, sometimes if you're Granite City, wouldn't you rather have the power play? Work on getting a goal over a 2-minute period instead of just one chance? I don't know. That's a debate for later on. Here is Collinsville after they survived the penalty shot. 0-0, 11:40 to go here in this second period. Up against the boards, the puck comes. Here is Denny with it. He takes the shot, but that was right at Trevor Harrison. And Harrison just got his body in the way and knocked that down. Here is Glenn Bennett. Sends it over to Bettis. Bettis comes in on side shot, and that's right into the glove of Atkins. That'll stop the clock with 11:24 left to play here in this second period. No score as of yet. Granite City, the defending Cup champions, as well as back-to-back regular season champions. They got awarded the trophy right before this game started tonight. O'Fallon beat Belleville earlier here on this ice, 6-0. There's a shot that never made it on goal. Denny trying to wrestle it away from Nettinger, but he couldn't. All the way down the ice is Glenn Bennett. He'll bank it off the boards and back up toward Duffy, but Duffy never could get a hold of it. Now we're going to have another penalty coming up. This one looks like it might go against Granite City, and it is Nettinger. Nettinger goes into the penalty box, so Collinsville will have their second power play of the night. So the Kahoks back on the power play. Face off to the right of Atkins, and a loose puck picked up by Granite City, but then it just floats in front of the crease or in front of the slot. Roughing is the call against Nettinger. And here comes Duffy. He'll backhand it, and Glenn Bennett will go back to get it. And he puts one right under the stick of the defender, Scott. Sends a puck up. Here is Klein. Klein Couldn't handle that puck all the way through the face-off circle, but Tanner Bettis picked it up. Now Bettis looking for a chance up front, but he misconnected on the pass as that puck gets popped up into the air, floats right in front of the penalty boxes. Here comes Granite City and Scott. Scott, short-handed, trying to get a shot off goal. He can't. Klein, he'll send the puck up onto the stick of Denny. Denny. Banks it over into the corner and then goes and tries and chases it back. He's got a little competition there in Reed Parker. And now we got another penalty coming up. This one's going to go against Whitaker. Austin Whitaker ran right into the Granite City player while he has his back turned to him. So that's going to be a boarding call, and that's going to erase the 1 minute left for Collinsville on the power play. And we'll play a little 4-on-4 hockey for 59 seconds. Four-on-4 hockey, eh? Well, Collinsville's got 5 out there right now. Somebody's going to have to go to the bench. Duffy's like, what'd you pick me for? All right, face-off will come out to the right of Landon Radel. 4-on-4 hockey for 59 seconds. And then at the end of that, Granite City will have 1 minute and 1 second of power play time. Face-off won by Granite City. They'll put a shot on goal, and that goes right into the glove of Radel.
Collinsville penalty to number 25, Austin Whitaker. 2 minutes for checking from behind and a 10-minute misconduct.
Oh, Whitaker gets a 10-minute misconduct as well. So he's going to miss the rest of this second period.
2 minutes and a 10-minute misconduct.
Face off again to the right of Radel. And one again by Granite City. Ends up going over into the corner, back behind the Collinsville net. Picked up by Tanner Bettis. Bettis takes another ride back behind his net. Now comes out. All the way up to Glenn Bennett. Over the blue line and a shot on goal and a save by Atkins, and he doesn't know where it is, so he just freezes himself there and draws a whistle. 9:39 left to play here in a scoreless second period between Collinsville and Granite City. Game number 1 of semifinal action. Face-off over in the far side circle to the left of Atkins. Won by Collinsville. Denny, high slot now from the face-off circle. That one almost got tipped, but it got tipped the wrong direction. There's Bettis in the corner. He's fighting for it. Bettis comes away from the corner, banks it off the boards to Denny. Denny all the way back, takes a shot. That was blocked out front before it got on to Atkins, and then the return shot never made it that far, and it ends up going out of play. That'll stop the clock with 9:17 left to go here in this second period. 8 seconds left on the Vaughn penalty for Granite City, so Granite City's going to go on a shortened power play at the end of those 8 seconds. Face-off over on the far side, coming out to the left this time of Atkins. Won by Granite City. They send it back to the defense, little spinorama over there, and then they'll move the puck up the ice. Here is Harrison. Harrison brings it in over on the right side, puts on the break, sends it back to the blue line, trying to anyway. Bettis, he got a hold of it first, and that's a real shame he couldn't keep going because he had Klein on the other side with a little 2-on-1. There's a shot and a save by Radel. Collinsville, they'll send the puck back out, and that won't be icing because the Kahoks are short-handed now. Another 40 seconds of power play time here for Granite City. Here comes Harrison. Harrison once again enters on the right side. This time he'll send the puck all the way around the boards, and it is picked up by Denny. He'll send it back to the neutral zone and even all the way back down the ice to chew up more of that penalty time. 8:30 left to go here in the second. 20 seconds left to go in the man advantage for the Warriors. And a little scrum over in the corner, won by Granite City. Here is Nenninger. Henninger had that puck poked right off of his stick, but Harrison finds it. They send it up, and a shot that goes wide over onto the glove side of Radel on the near side post. Another shot and another save by Radel. Collinsville trying to get the puck out of there, having a hard time doing that. Now Duffy finds it. He'll send it over into the far side elbow, still trying to corral the puck and get a little movement forward. As the penalty is now over, so we're back to 5-on-5. Oh, what a swing and a miss by Harrison, or excuse me, Nenninger, and he was in a perfect spot to shoot that puck. Here is Bettis trying to hold off his defender. Backhands it into the corner. Picked up by Granite City after the miss by Collinsville. Back into the corner it goes. Wakeford, he sends it all the way around the boards. Into the neutral zone. Collinsville won't let it get out that far. Here's Bennett. Oh, shot from the slot, but a stick by Keenel sent that one up into the netting. And that'll stop the clock with 7:31 left to play here in this second period. Face-off once again will come out to the left of Atkins. Won by Collinsville, but then Bennett stepped on the puck, and then it squirted out to one of the Granite City players, but Collinsville gets it back on a nice poke in the neutral zone. Picked up by Duffy. Duffy to Bennett. Bennett backhands it into the zone. Collinsville playing a little dump and chase. Klein trying to get there first. He can't. Duffy ends up finding the puck over here in this near side corner. That could have been an elbow to the head there, but that wasn't called. Backhand shot, no good. Rebound shot, still no good. Battle in front, still no good. And a loose puck still out in front of the slot. Shot, that didn't make it. All the way over to the far side it comes out. Here is Glenn Bennett. Bennett sends it up onto the stick of Klein. A loose puck again in the slot. And nobody could get there with a purple, black, and white on. And Collinsville will come down and take the puck and send it all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call. That'll stop the clock with 6:35 left to play here in this second period. Still no score between Collinsville and Granite City. Been a good, fast-paced game so far. Faceoff comes out to the left of Radel, won by Granite City. Into the corner it goes, and then back. Well, he started to go over there behind that net, did Haddix. And now a loose puck, and Radel swallowed it up long enough to draw a whistle. And the puck once again will come out to Radel's left here on this near side faceoff circle. 6:25 to go, second period action. Another faceoff won by Granite City. Keenel back from the blue line, sends that one just wide. Over to the far side boards it goes, and Collinsville gets it out. Here is Bettis. He'll send it back behind the net onto the stick of Duffy. Duffy tried to return the favor, but he had a Granite City player coming up. And that Granite City player disrupted that pass, and now in front. Radel's hugging that far side post, and it played wonders for him. Collinsville comes away with it. Here is Bettis. A little tug on the sweater there from the Granite City defender, but no call. Now up to Hearn. Hearn right in front of his bench at the blue line. Can't get it in. That one almost hit the referee in the face. Jeez Louise. Over into the corner it goes, and the Axis couldn't get there. We had a whistle. That'll stop the action. 5:47 to go here in this second period. Still a 0-0 contest. Face-off won by no one yet. They're still battling for that puck. Into the neutral zone, Collinsville backhands it in, but Granite City already had guys back, and that is Ethan Keenel. Keenel will send it off the boards all the way down the ice. Denny, he'll go try to track it down over here into this near side corner, puts on the brakes, tries to head back the other way. Reverses direction once again. Had a hard time digging it out of that corner. Now it comes to the neutral zone. Poked up by Zamoroni. Zamoroni, and that's off the glove of Bettis, and into the crowd where hey, he wants his puck back, dude. He's like, nope, I'm going to keep it. One of the Kahawk fans here, one of the students wearing shorts, dove on that puck. One of the parents is like, give me that puck, son. I got to give it back to the guy who needs it. So he did, and we're back to action. Collinsville wins the faceoff, sends it back down into the offensive zone. They'll go try to chase it down over into the corner. Klein can't get there first. Bettis holds off one of the defenders. Nice job keeping it in. Nice move by Denny. Shot, and that one is off of Atkins and over into the high glass over here in the corner. Glennon Bennett, he works the puck up to Duffy. Duffy, he tried to thread one over onto the far side. Here is Nenninger. Nenninger in the slot, takes a shot, and a save by Radel. .438 to play here in this second period. No score between Collinsville and Granite City. Kahoks came into this game averaging 4.6 goals per game. Granite City averages almost 1 goal more per game at 5.3. It's on the defensive side, though, that is the glaring difference. Collinsville allows an average of 3.6 per game, while Granite City 1.3. But you wouldn't know it tonight. Both teams are playing outstanding defense here. There's been opportunities, but here comes Collinsville. They couldn't get the puck in cleanly. Granite City comes away with it once again. They'll send it into the neutral zone. Collinsville intercepts, and the Kahawks can't continue back in the opposite direction. So Granite City finds the puck. They end up on the offensive side of things. Here is Scott. Scott twirls over into the far side. Back to Keenel. Keenel on the blue line. Takes the shot. That's blocked out by a bunch of different Kahawks standing in the way. Loose puck. Collinsville trying to get there. Bettis couldn't get there first, and Reed Parker did and sends it back into the neutral zone. Collinsville intercepts once again. Here is Denny. Denny sends it over to Glenn Bennett. Bennett up the near side boards here and couldn't find the handle on that puck. Granite City pokes it back down the ice, and Denny will go chase it down. 3:45 to play here in the second period. Glenn Bennett through the neutral zone. Picked up by Keenel. Keenel just backhands it in and ends up going back behind the Collinsville net. Picked up there by Eric Denny. Denny, head up, moves forward. I don't know why he did that, but that's on goal, so no icing. And Parker finds the rebound, banks it off the boards behind his goaltender, Michael Atkins' net, and then banked off the boards once again. That's going to go all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call against Granite City. That'll stop the clock with 3:17 left to play here in the second period. Still no score between the Kahawks and the Warriors. Game number 1 of a 3-game series. Game 1 tonight, game 2 tomorrow night, 7:30 at the Recplex. And game 3 Thursday night, and when I checked the schedule today, they had it scheduled at the Recplex. Originally it was scheduled here, so I don't know if that's true or if they made a change or what's going on, but we'll find out as we move along in the week. Here's Granite City. They send the puck all the way down, and they ice the puck once again. Each team has had 2 power plays. Each team 0 for 2. Granite City's had a penalty shot that Radel stopped, and that is why we remain scoreless. Face-off goes over into the far side corner. Zamoroni trying to track it down, but Wakeford got there first. Now off the near side boards. It comes right onto the stick of Parker. He'll send it up into the neutral zone. There's a push down from behind. No call on that play as well. A weak shot on goal, shoved aside by Radel. And then Denny backhands it over to Bennett. Bennett pops one through the neutral zone. Picked up by Duffy. Duffy. Zamoroni got in his way. And that caused a little non-offensive zone time. Into the far side corner, now back behind the net. Granite City comes up with the puck. Here's Wakeford. Wakeford lost control of it. Bennett sends it back into the corner, and Duffy, he whiffed on it, trying to thread a a pass up into the slot. And now we got 2 players from each team trying to knock this puck off of the boards. Still can't get it out. Now they finally do, and now we're going to have a hand pass. Hand pass by Collinsville stops the clock with 2:06 left to play. Face-off will come back into the neutral zone. Right below our camera. They want Klein and Haddix to back up against the boards here, and then they drop the puck off some skates. Still stuck in some skates, and now Haddix tries to move it in. He does, but Collinsville will intercept and send it back the other way, and that one's tipped into the offensive zone, and Collinsville trying to chase it down, but Granite City, they had the numbers back in that corner, so they got there first. Here is Harrison. Harrison with a shot, saved by Radel. Rebound, he covers that up. And that'll stop the clock once again with 1:39 to play here in this second period. Both teams want to make a couple of changes here during the stoppage. And the faceoff will come out to Landon Radel's right. Tanner Bettis in the circle along with Stepanek. And that's going to be an icing call, and we'll do it all over again. Once again to Radel's right. And one by Granite City. Shot and a goal. I believe that was Nenninger. Have to wait for the official call. So now Collinsville trailing.
Warrior goal scored by number 55.
Yep.
Assisted by number 18, Drake Parker. Warrior goal.
Woo! That got loud all of a sudden. So the Warriors go up 1-0. And now we have penalties being handed out left and right, one for each. We're going to go 5-on-5 here. My God, you guys score a goal and still complain? They score a goal and still complain? You gotta love the world of sports. You score and go up 1-0 and still complain. .116 to go here in this second period. 1-0 in favor of Granite City. Face-off will come out to the right of Atkins. One by Collinsville. Here's Denny with a shot. That one just goes a little bit wide. I believe it was partially tipped. Oh, man, another 10-minute misconduct. Collinsville's got two players that have been given 10-minute misconducts in this game. Whitaker is still in the box. He won't come out until the period ends. And now Duffy is going to miss, the rest of this period, and he'll be allowed to come back with about 4 minutes to go in the third period. Granite City up 1-0. Here is Scott. Scott from the faceoff circle. Shot saved by Radel. That one pops up into the air. That was a major league pop-up. Here is Bettis. Bettis comes in over on the right side and got that puck poked right off of his stick by Bobby Scott. There is David Hearn trying to keep that puck heading in the right direction. Now we got a chance here for Alex Vaughn. Vaughn with a shot. That one goes over the glove side of Radel. And then a loose puck picked up by Denny. He'll send the puck all the way back down the ice, and that'll stop the clock on an icing call with 5.6 seconds left to play here in period number 2. Face-off will come out to the left of Landon Radel on this near face-off circle. Harrison versus Bettis. Bettis got taken down on the play. And then a loose puck picked up by Collinsville, shot off the boards, but right at the buzzer. And that is going to do it for period number 2. Granite City scored themselves a goal with 1:29 left to play in the second period, and we will head into the third period with the Warriors up by a score of 1-0. Third period action comes your way next on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for K-Hawk fans, before, after, or even during K-Hawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows K-Hawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, K-Hawk fans' pub of choice.
Back here at the Granite City Ice Rink, Todd Duke, Heath Yaxtis with you. 1-0 in favor of Granite City. Only goal coming at the 1:29 mark of the second period. And that is where we start period number 3. Granite City has a 1-0 lead. 14 more minutes put up on the clock. And we'll see what the third period has in store for us. Once again, Radel now moves into the goal to your left, and Atkins moves into the goal to your right. Face off at center ice, won by Collinsville. We're underway here in period number 3. Here is Keenel. He sends the puck all the way down, and chasing it down is Glenn Bennett. Bennett will send it over to his defensive partner, Ian Yaxis, but a turnover will give Scott an opportunity. He whiffs on one attempt. Collinsville finds the puck, but it's off of Scott's skates. And over here against these near side boards, here is Bettis. Bettis trying to zigzag his way into the offensive zone. He does so. Throws one right across the slot area, but no one there wearing the black, white, and purple for Collinsville, so it goes over to the far side corner where it's picked up by Vaughn. He tries to send it out. Stopped into the skates of Bennett. A shot on goal and a save by Atkins. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. They once again send it up to the high slot. Yaxis keeps it in, but he sends it right onto the stick of Connolly. Down ice it goes. Glenn Bennett gets there first. He'll circle with it over at the elbow. Sends it up through the neutral zone, off of a stick, and all the way down the ice. They wave off the icing. And Keenel sends it up over here to Scott, and it comes out to Yaxis. He'll chip one toward the goal. That was almost like using a pitching wedge there. Bennett trying to chase it down. He does so. Throws one in front. No one there. His brother was, but he was tangled up with a couple of the Granite City Warrior players. Scott, he'll send the puck on in, and then he'll go for a line change. 12.5 minutes to go here in this third period. 1-0 in favor of Granite City, and that puck ends up going out of play. Craig Duffy, of course, the coach for Collinsville in his first year. Darren Kimball, the ex-St. Louis Blue, in his 5th year of his second stint coaching the Granite City Warriors. Of course, he played with the Blues in the 90-91 and the 91-92 season. He also played for Boston and Chicago, but we don't mention that. Also the Quebec Nordiques back in the day as well. Into the corner it goes, and over here on the near side, Granite City trying to wrestle it away and get a shot on goal. Collinsville's Yaxis is there trying to keep that puck from doing just exactly that. Comes out front, and he had no idea. That was Drake Parker, had no idea the puck was sitting there right on his stick. That shot goes wide. Here's Parker over on the far side, sends one back into the middle. Collinsville trying to pick it up. Here is Andy Bennett. Gets a little pressure from behind, but puts on the brakes and gets out of that pressure. comes out through the neutral zone. They say that puck could have been played and it ends up going on goal anyway, just as Klein was coming in. 11:34 left to play here in this third period. Basketball action for you tomorrow. Lady Kahoks are taking on the Quincy Lady Blue Devils from the Alton Regionals. Semi-final number 1 of the night. Collinsville has the first game. Oh, that was a shot on goal and a save by Atkins. A return shot. That one's shoved aside. Over here to the near side corner it goes. Sent around the boards by Keenel. Keenel couldn't get it out. Here's Denny at the blue line with a shot. That one's tipped off of the stick of Scott. And then back up against the boards it goes, and Scott will come away with it. He'll send it back into the neutral zone. Picked up by Denny. Denny sends it right down under here in my location. Up to Klein. Klein gets it up to Zamoroni. Zamoroni sends it into the corner, and then he'll go play a little chase down game. But Wakeford gets there first. Granite City comes up with it. Off the boards. Up to Vaughn. Vaughn banks it off the glass and gets it all the way down the ice. 10:50 to go here in this third. That's an icing call. So Collinsville and Quincy originally had the 7:30 game. And the original 6 o'clock game was Alton taking on Granite City, but since Quincy has the long drive, they flip-flopped that so Quincy can get back at a decent hour since it's a school night. So we have the 6 o'clock game. We'll be on the air tomorrow night about 5:45 with pregame coverage. Face-off will come out to the left of Atkins. To the neutral zone it goes. Denny with it. Collinsville looking for the equalizer. Granite City scored in the second period with just a little over a minute left. All kinds of banging going on down here into this near side corner. Puck pinned up against the boards. Now it comes loose. Collinsville couldn't keep it in there, though, and here comes Granite City, and here is Stepanek. He tries to send a pass over onto the stick of Nettinger, but I believe that might have hit a skate of one of the Collinsville players, and then a swing and a miss back at the blue line, and I mean a hard swing and a miss there by Carter Wakeford. Now Collinsville, they intercept in the neutral zone. Here is Bettis, but he's got 3 Granite City players back to get, and he couldn't get around the first one. Denny will try to chase this puck down first. He does so. Banks it off the boards in front of his own bench and sends it up across the center red line. On to the stick of Parker. Parker will just knock it into the zone, and Granite City wants to make a wholesale player change. They do. Collinsville, they bring it up. A little soft tap up to Bettis. Bettis sends it over into the near side corner. 9.5 minutes to go here in this third period. Granite City, they find the loose puck and into the neutral zone. Denny clogs that up against Vaughn. Here's Bettis. Sends it back over to Glenn Bennett. Back to the neutral zone we go, and here is Tanner Bettis. He is into the offensive zone. Comes in around this near face-off circle, and he gets tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty, and Collinsville is going to go on their third power play. So the Kahoks have a man advantage, looking for that tying goal. 9:07 left to play here in this third period. Face-off will be to the right of Atkins. Collinsville on their third power play, trying to get something happening here. Wakeford for tripping the Bettis. Collinsville with the man advantage, comes in offside. Face off in the neutral zone. That puck popped up in the air. Collinsville finds it first, sends it down into the offensive zone once again. Back behind the net it goes. Parker sends it all the way back down and relieves some of that pressure and chews up some of that power play time. Kahoks have the man advantage for another 90 seconds. Here is Glenn Bennett back behind his own net. Tries to pass the puck up to Denny. Now the puck's kind of spinning, so Denny had to go back and get it instead of waiting for it to come to him. Try that again, this time to Bettis. Bettis comes across neutral ice, onside. Skates all the way back to the blue line, sends it over to the other side. Here is Glenn Bennett with a shot. That's a save by Atkins off the pads. Bettis with the rebound, shot. That's blocked out by Parker. And then Denny, he'll come up with the loose puck. And here he comes into the face-off circle, into the slot, looking for a little backhand action, sends it across. Bettis with a shot, saved by Atkins. Loose puck, and the net comes loose, and that'll stop the action with 7:58 left to play here in this third period. That puck, or that net got knocked off like Major League knocked off. It went sliding over toward that far corner. So another face-off coming to the right of Atkins. Right now the head referee is talking to the Granite City goalie. I think he might be having some equipment problems. Now the referee's going over and talking to Coach Kimball. Looks like that conversation's over and we're ready to get back to business here. Collinsville has 51 seconds of power play time left here. 7:58 left to play in this third period. Loose puck comes all the way out to Denny. Denny trying to get himself situated for a shot or a pass, but could do neither. Short-handed. Here comes Granite City once again, and here is Keenel. Keenel tries to put a shot on goal, but I think Denny got his stick on the puck first and sent it well wide. Now the Kahoks, they come up with it. Here is Bettis. Gets the puck over to Denny. Denny comes over here on this right wing. Backhander to Bettis. Bettis back out front, and net comes off its mooring once again. I think Atkins knocked that off, just going from the near post to the far post. 23 seconds left on the man advantage here for Collinsville. Trying to pack some of that snow up against those posts. Keep that coming on. Late substitution as Whitaker will go off for Klein. And the face-off once again to the right of Michael Atkins. And it is won by Granite City. And Collinsville comes up with a loose puck. They'll send it out front, but there's nobody there. Here is Glenn Bennett. Bennett tries to keep the puck alive. He does so. Throws it into the corner for Bettis. Bettis gets taken hard into the boards over there by Parker. And then Parker will backhand it all the way out, and that's going to do it for the rest of that power play. So Collinsville now 0 for 3 with the man advantage. And we have 7 minutes left to go here in this third period. Poked forward by Collinsville, sent right back in, but Denny is offsides, or Bettis is offsides, but doesn't matter. That puck ends up coming off of the stomach. Ooh! That one looked like that could have been dangerous. They're going to have to call a timeout. Yeah, they're going to have to call a timeout. That was one of the Granite City players over there who just got hit awkwardly and ended up going headfirst into the boards. I believe that's Lucas Haddix, but he gets up. He seems to be okay. That was unintentional. It was just one of those things that happen. Sometimes the skates come out from underneath you just as somebody's applying the hit, and it ends up being a awkward hit into the boards. So the face-off once again will be in the neutral zone. 6:47 left to play here in this third period. Granite City's second period goal is the only goal so far in this game. Here's Nenninger. Nenninger trying to move it out front. Can't do it. Puts one through the crease, but nobody there to bang it home. All the way back to the blue line. That shot goes well wide. And Granite City comes up with it again. Wakeford at the blue line, sends it up, but Collinsville sends it back. Here is Klein. Klein with an opportunity, a rolling puck that never did make it all the way to Atkins. Picked up by Granite City. Over to the far side it goes, but nice intercept there by Glenn Bennett. Over to the far side corner it goes. Picked up by Stepanek. Stepanek lost control of the puck. Here is Andy Bennett, who gets all kinds of pressure from behind by Stepanek. And now Granite City finds it again, and they'll send it down the ice. Foot race to it. Denny, he gets there first, finds the puck, gloves it down, into the corner. Almost got held up there. Now he comes out with it. And Denny through the neutral zone. Has to circle back around. Bettis was going to come in offside. And then Glenn Bennett lost it in his skates. He'll send it all the way down into this near side corner. It banks from there and goes back behind the net. Granite City picks it up. They knock it up to Scott. Scott over into this near side corner, banks it back right where it came from, and then over to the far side corner. They'll throw that puck out. Collinsville, they could have played it, they say, so no icing call as it rolls all the way to Radel. 5:25 left to play here in this third period. Granite City up 1-0. Game number 1 of this semifinal between Collinsville and the Warriors. O'Fallon already beat Belleville tonight, 6-0 in the other semifinal. O'Fallon with a chance to wrap it up tomorrow. Here is Bettis. Bettis comes in, 2 defenders back, and another tripping call coming up. This one is going to go against Ethan Keenel. I'm sure Keenel didn't do it on purpose, but his stick got in the way, and Bettis tripped right over it. As they say in hockey, man, you have got to be in control of your stick at all times. You can complain all you want to, but a trip is a trip. And the 4th power play of the night here for the Kahoks. Would have figured this would have been a good time to take a timeout. Face-off will come out here to this near side face-off circle. That's to the left of Atkins. And it'll be Andy Bennett. And a shot, and that one never quite made it. Here's another chance for Granite City. Here is Nettinger. Nettinger with a shot. That one goes behind the net. Penalty coming up, so we're going to go back to 4-on-4. As I believe that Glenn Bennett is going to get called for a trip. And probably a good penalty, if you ask me, because Nettinger was coming in on a breakaway. Now we have a timeout called, so we will take a timeout as well. And we'll be back here in just a moment. Whoops, didn't want that to happen. On the Kahoks Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975.
Never mind, we have another penalty shot. Nettinger. Second penalty shot of the night for Granite City. Nettinger comes in. And he scores. Well, well, well. Very rare that you see 2 penalty shots in one game, unless you're going to a shootout.
Penalty to number 34 resulted in a penalty shot goal by number 55, Nettinger.
So Nettinger has scored both goals here tonight. One the conventional way in the second period, and this one a penalty shot. Put on a nice little deke there and got that backhand to go into that far side post. So the Kahoks are down 2-0 and running out of time. 4:35 left to play here in this third period. Bennett will go chase it down over into the far side corner. Comes back around behind the net. Sends it up onto the stick of Denny. Denny, he'll come in. Nice move. Denny couldn't get a shot off, though. Stays with it. Gets it all the way over to Glenn Bennett, but it banked off of his skate, and that allowed Wakeford to go get the puck for Granite City. Comes around the boards, hits the sideboards awkwardly. Shot toward the goal. Never did make it all the way. Stopped in the slot by Granite City, and the Warriors will send it down. Oh, so we get a penalty shot and a power play? How does that work? Collinsville. Well, they got the penalty time up there. Well, no, it looks like Collinsville's on the power play. There's another opportunity. Shot never made it through. Granite City's Parker will send it all the way back down. I didn't even hear that penalty be called. I guess I was messing with something else. 3.5 minutes to go. Collinsville trails by 2 goals. Here is Denny. Gets it up to Bettis. Bettis shot from the wing, and that one is a save by Atkins. Bettis gets his own rebound over in the corner. Trying to look for some help out front. That one goes all the way through the crease, but in the air. A return shot never made it. Here is Denny. He got that rebound, and he'll send one back in off Atkins. Another chance. Atkins all over the place, making all kinds of stops. Man, oh man. .308 left to play here in this third period. That was probably about good 5 quality chances of shots on goal by Collinsville, and Atkins stopped every one of them. Now we have a timeout. We'll step aside as well. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahoks Sports Network.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company. In a time like this, in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's a lot better now.
It was like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500. Back here at the Granite City Ice Rink, Todd Duke and Heath Yaxtis with you. Glad that you're with us. Wish we had better news to report, but right now Collinsville trails 2-0 with 3:08 left to play here in this third period. As the faceoff will come to the left of Michael Atkins, who just made 4 or 5 great saves there up close. Face-off won by Granite City. They'll send it all the way down the ice because there were still 5 seconds left on the Collinsville power play. There was a shot by Nenninger, who has both goals here in this one so far. But Collinsville survives. Bennett will send it down into the near side corner. Goes back behind the Granite City Warriors net. Still a scrum back there. Parker Reed, I think he was laying on top of it for a while. Here is Bettis. Sends it up to the high slot. Shot by Denny. That one never did make it through all the traffic. A turnaround shot with a rolling puck never made it on net. And Denny comes away with it again. Sends it up into the corner for Bettis. Bettis right through the slot area. And Granite City, they'll come up with it, and they'll send it all the way down, and Radel has to make a save. Or else that would have been an icing call if that would have went wide. Here is Denny. Into the neutral zone for Bettis. Bettis skates it in over into this near side face-off circle. Now he lost control of the puck in the corner. Here's Andy Bennett, and a shot in the goal. Bennett from a weird angle shoots and gets Collinsville on the board. And it's 2-1 in favor of Granite City with 2:11 left to play here in this third period. So Collinsville gets a much-needed goal. But there's not a lot of time left to try and tie this thing up. Andy Bennett picks up goal number 28 on the year. Wow. Andy Bennett from Tanner Bettis. So the Bennett boys all get a point, as does Bettis. Bettis and Glenn Bennett on the assist of the goal by Andy Bennett. Here comes Collinsville trying to tie this thing up. Over into the corner it goes. Bennett avoids a hit. Sends one into the high slot for Bettis, but it hit his skates. And now a shot by Glenn Bennett, never made it on net. Over here into the near side, comes all the way out into the neutral zone. We're down to 1:40 left to play here in this third period. We'll see if Collinsville can get some offensive momentum going and see if Coach Duffy wants to pull Radel from goal. He's starting to inch out, so we'll keep an eye on that. Here is Denny. Denny into the corner. Radel, he heads to the bench. Collinsville is going to bring out the extra attacker as the puck gets clogged over there into that corner. On to the stick of Whitaker. Then Bettis. Collinsville with a chance. Shot. Save. And then Atkins smothers the puck. That'll stop the clock with 1:14 left to play here in this third period. So they'll keep Radel on the bench. And Collinsville will have the extra attacker. Klein, Bettis, Denny, and the Bennett boys all out there with Whitaker. Face off over in the far side circle. Andy Bennett will take this one along with Harrison. That face-off won by Granite City. They tried to send it out, but they can't. Denny stops it from the blue line. Shot. And a save by Atkins. That goes right into his glove. So we'll do it again. Bennett and Harrison once again in the face-off circle. This one won by Collinsville, but it banks off a skate. Granite City almost had a complete shot on that empty net. And now a loose puck all the way back at the blue line. Bennett takes the shot. It made it up to the slot area, and Klein couldn't get a return shot. Goes into the near side corner. We're down to a minute to go here in this third period. We're under a minute. Here is Bennett. Collinsville with the extra attacker. Puck just popping over everywhere into that slot area. Comes back to the blue line. Kept in by Denny. And now a loose puck comes over here to the near side boards. Denny gets there first. Collinsville trying to get a shot on goal. Here is Glenn Bennett with a shot. That was blocked out by the defense. Over to Nenninger. Nenninger trying to whack at that puck and get it off of the stick there of Bennett. Here is Glenn Bennett. Didn't get a lot on that. And then it comes to the neutral zone. Bennett will have to go back and get it. He does so. Collinsville's going to have to go back on side. Bettis does. And he's in front. Shot and a save by Atkins. And that will stop the clock with just 8.5 seconds to go here in this third period. Faceoff will come out to the right of Atkins. Collinsville still with the extra attacker on the ice. It is Bettis versus Stepanek. Now they're going to throw Bettis out of the faceoff circle. And they're going to bring in Whitaker. Collinsville. They got the faceoff win. Turnaround shot. That one goes actually behind the net. And then Granite City comes up with it. And Collinsville will not have enough time to get off another shot. And that's the way that this game ends, a 2-1 win by the Granite City Warriors. That was a very entertaining game, and Collinsville gave it all they had. A couple penalty shots by Granite City, and one of them actually scored, so that ended up being the difference in the game was the penalty shot by Nenninger. So that's going to do it for us here tonight. We're back with you tomorrow from Alton High School as the Alton Lady Redbirds, the Quincy Blue Devils will be taking on your Collinsville Kahoks. Game time set for 6 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 5:45 with the pregame show. For Heath Essex, my name is Todd Duke. Everybody have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evening.